Hello there everybody, Silentwisher here with a new kind of video. In this video I'm going to talk about the game called World War Z, available on the Epic Games Store, and I think that's the only place it's located currently, which we can talk about that in a separate video. But let's talk about the actual game itself. After sinking, I don't honestly remember how many hours I've sunk into the game, but enough to play through the entire game. As far as what it offers campaign-wise. I haven't even scratched the surface on weapon unlocks, character unlocks, stuff like that. But this game does have a lot to offer in the weapon unlocks and modifications department, character progression department, stuff like that. So that's great. The only thing it's really lacking is the amount of campaign content to play. And that being said, it's only because if you play it on easy or normal difficulty, you can get through it pretty quickly. I haven't tried the harder difficulties yet, but if I was to guess on how long it would take to go through the entire campaign, seeing how about an entire quote-unquote mission of the campaign is about between 15 and 19 minutes, and you get about 4 of those per campaign. And you have America, I believe, Japan, Russia, and Jerusalem. So you get 4 of those. So do the math there. That's how long it would take you to complete the game entirely. If you went at our times. Of course, if you're somebody that likes to look around and enjoy the your surroundings and stuff, it could take you longer. The game does have a director system in it. So what I mean by that is, if you're familiar with how Left 4 Dead worked, there was a quote-unquote director, and this basically AI keeps track of how you're doing, whether you're doing really good, really bad, what have you. And it'll make changes to the game as it sees fit to either give you more of a challenge or less of a challenge. So that's really cool. That being said, on the normal difficulty, I didn't see any, very obvious interactions with the director, if that makes sense. So like, I didn't see the director be like, "Oh, you're too good, let's throw this at you." Each zone, or mission rather, has varying difficulty levels. Like, there is basically certain zones are harder than others. Like, there's one where we were dealing with a subway train and having to move it around and just manipulate subway type areas, and that wasn't really my favorite. I actually did not enjoy that area very much at all. Not because it was designed bad or anything, it was just really difficult, even on the normal difficulty and easy difficulty. And I think that's just kind of how it's because of the way the zone is laid out. I don't think it necessarily needs to be redesigned or anything. That said, there's some areas where they're easier than others. Like, for example, the area that you're watching right now, we're in like a museum, and for the most part there's not a whole lot of challenge here because the zombies have to climb up the walls, which is fine. And sometimes the special zombies do spawn and, throw a wrench into things. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of like that with any game. You're going to hit and miss when it comes to certain areas being harder and whatnot. But all that being said, let's get into talking about what I think of, the AI, weapons, stuff like that. So first and foremost, the sound design, pretty darn good. I can't really think of anything other than there's a couple of reused assets that I don't particularly care for. Like, for example, if you're familiar with the Half-Life series, the Combine used to have these black automated turrets that they would have, and they had these very specific alarms. They use those in automated turrets in here as well. So I don't know if that's meant to be a callback or just laziness or what, but I wish they would come up with their own sound for that. And there's other examples of that throughout the game, but that's the only thing I can think of at the moment. The way the game looks, great. It looks really good. I'm running a 1080, so take that as you will. You might have to modify it for your setup, but I think it looks great. What else? the blood and gore system that they supposedly talked about, my friend said they talked about it. It's basic. It's not, it's nothing like Killing Floor 2 or, anything fancy, I would say personally. But it's good enough for this sort of situation. I had to sneeze there, so that's why I had to stop. But as far as would I recommend this game, there's obviously going to be things that I'm going to miss and not include in this review, because it's not really a review. It's kind of just a loose video talking about the game. But would I recommend the game? For 35 bucks? Yeah, I didn't pay for this. My friend Snake got it for me for my birthday, which, by the way, my birthday is this weekend. So if you're new here, hit that subscribe button for my birthday. It's like a birthday present. That'd be awesome. Anyways, it's definitely worth 35 bucks for sure. And supposedly they're going to be adding more content, overall, including campaigns and stuff, which is great because the game desperately needs it. Do I think it has replayability value? Yes and no. And in its current state, yes, for about another, I don't know, if I was to guess, 1 or 2 playthroughs of the missions, if you want to try them on different difficulties and stuff. But after that, it's literally going to be rinse and repeat. So once they add more, campaigns and stuff, that'll change. But as far, that's my answer. Yes and no. So take that as you will. Make the decision that you want to make. I don't know. I think it's a great game. And if you have the ability to play with 4 friends, it's probably an even better game. Like, for example, there's a lot of missions, including the one that you're currently seeing. This is separate from the mission in the beginning of the video, that it would benefit you greatly to be stealthy. And you have the choice always to go loud or quiet. And unfortunately, if you don't have people on the same page or covering each other's butts and stuff like that, stuff can hit the fan quick. I'm trying to keep it G-rated here. I mean, which is kind of ironic because we're playing a game where you're shooting zombies and blowing them to bits and stuff, but whatever. So if you have the friends to be able to play the game with, then definitely. I mean, me and my friend DNA were playing mostly by ourselves. The bots aren't that great at all, in my opinion. So keep that in mind. The AI companions, don't rely on them. Plain and simple. Something I did want to touch on is the weapons, specifically the heavy weapons. As you can see from the screen right now, I'm carrying a heavy machine gun. There's varying different kinds of heavy weapons. There's RPGs, grenade launchers, heavy machine guns, automatic heavy shotguns, all kinds of stuff. And they're really, really useful, but they're very... Oh, and a chainsaw. I forgot about the chainsaw. I don't like the chainsaw, but anyways, they're very useful. I like that touch to the game because basically you get your pistol or your quote-unquote secondary weapon, your primary weapon, and then obviously those special heavy weapons. I like to get the RPG whenever possible. It is one shot, but for situations like this where you're encountering this special elite type zombie called a bull, I call it a bully, one shot with the RPG takes that bad boy out. So now I did mention special or elite zombies there. As far as I'm aware, there's only a handful of them. We got the bull, we got the screamer, which is funny. The one you just saw me shoot just now in the yellow suit is I think they call it a gas bag in the game. It's basically a hazmat zombie. And then there's a creeper, which is like a hunter from Left 4 Dead. As far as I can think, those are the only special zombies that really are in the game currently. But I'm hoping they add more. I do want to say that I feel like the bully zombies are in the game too much. Yes, there's, the game kind of relies on having special zombies and stuff, but at the same time, I feel like the bullies, if anything, could be buffed a little bit and then reduced spawn rate, because they spawn, you can almost guarantee you're going to encounter probably a handful or so in every mission. The screamer zombies, not as much, but those can be pretty common as well. The hunters and the gas bags, oops, sorry, I hit my mic. The hunters and the gas bags or hazmat zombies aren't as bad as far as spawn rate goes. But I feel like just the spawn rate overall when it comes to that stuff needs to be tweaked. But that's just really honestly all I can think of for the moment, guys. If you guys want me to touch on specific things, I definitely plan on making at least a handful, if not a bunch of videos for this game. So hopefully you guys find this helpful. If you guys want to play with me, absolutely join me, buy the game. Let me know in my Discord. If you're not part of my Discord, link for that is in the description. And let's play the game together. Right here on the screen, you'll actually see me taking out a screamer. And what the screamer does is it attracts more zombies. You know, kind of like similar to 7 Days to Die. So anyways, that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the very loose review / thoughts on the game. And yeah, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, make my birthday the best, and help me get to 1,000 subscribers. And if you know of anybody that can help me out for my birthday, I would be ecstatic. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Hello there. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Also, drop a like and a comment, and turn on notifications with that little bell. If you'd like to join my Discord server, you can do so by visiting the link in the description.